Hey everyone, Scott here. Gotten more work done on the plane. It's hot. I've got proof, see that? And there's not a stitch of air, a lick of air. There's no air in the hangar because my fan died. So I'm gonna give you the tour, show you what I did, what I've accomplished, and then Otis and I are going home to the air conditioning. So I'll be right back. Okay, let's start down here. I've gotten the fuel valve plumbed, both sides. I'm moderately happy with it, which means I'm probably going to change it because I can't be satisfied with what I've done. Let's see, over here I've gotten 3 of the 4 EGT probes put in. Get that out of the way. Still need to cut the extra clamp and obviously, attach it and everything, but I'll do that later. Why 3 of the 4? Well, this little piece right here, called the thimble, which actually clamps down on the probe, JPI didn't send me. They sent me 3, but not 4. So I get to call them again. They're getting to know my voice. Anyway, so I've got the CHT probes are done too. Okay, so there's a story with the CHT probes. Again, a JPI story. So they sent me 4 when I bought the unit, the 350. Well, I've only got accommodation for 2 on the Rotax. And the thread they sent me for these is wrong. Well, it's right, but it's wrong for the Rotax. You see here, if it'll focus, that's 3/8-24, and the thread here is metric 10 by 1.5. So I gave them a call. I said, hey guys, can you take these and send me the correct probe? Well, no, because we don't actually have that probe, but we can tell you who to talk to and they can make them for you for $200 to $300 a piece. Which you can guess my response there, considering how deep I am in this thing already. So I just got to looking around and I found this fitting, which converts it from 3/8-24 female to metric 10 1.5 male. So when it showed up, that's the fitting, and there's the hole inside. I simply put on the drill press, made the hole a little bit bigger. This fitting, $11. So I bought 5 of them so I get to screw up 3 of them. But I haven't done that. So this works. Now some people are gonna say, well, I've got stainless steel, brass, aluminum, and talk about the similar metals. This chamber is just air. There's not a liquid in here, so I'm not as concerned about it. I do have anti-seize on both places here. I'm not really concerned about it. One of my concerns was the different expansion contraction rates. I don't believe it's going to be a problem. I've talked to a few people who build race engines, and they're like, well, it's not that big a deal. So I wouldn't do it anywhere that there's going to be a liquid in contact. I'd do something different. But anyway, that's my solution there. I've got my oil temperature probe, and it's actually not the standard probe position. It's an alternate position. Oil cooler. Okay, so last video, I was really proud of myself, had all the lines run. I had several comments say, well, your oil cooler's upside down. It's like, okay. And I had a few people point out that you can do that, but you have to make sure that you fully charge the system, and then once it's full, you set it up here so no air can get into the cooler because it'll form a pocket in there. And I thought, well, I can do that. Because I was happy with it. But I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with the problem now so I don't have to later. So what I did over here. I shortened this hose. I'm not happy with where it's routed. I like it better underneath, but it gets the job done. And over here was the real challenge, because coming off the oil pump, I had this 90, and then immediately going into the oil cooler. So I thought, well, I could come up here and I could kind of do a roller coaster of line and go into it. I thought, I don't like that, plus that's extra weight. So I actually got 2 of these 180s and put it on there, and it works well. If I need to take this off, I have to pull the clamps off, and because it's in there, and it clears this, so I'm good there. Now I said I got 2 of these. The other one I got for the top of the oil tank, because the last time I mentioned how proud I was about how I had this sitting. Well, once I added this line with all the fire sleeve, the cowling wouldn't clear the cowling. So I had to push this down to get this to clear, and it clears. The problem is, you can see it down here, I've got the oil quick drain, and I've got a 90 coming off of it. Well, this 90 is resting against this plastic cover in the back of the engine. So I was gonna put this 180 on here. Well, the problem is it comes out and comes right down next to this. So I'm gonna actually find a 150, so it comes out like over here, put the hose in, and I can raise all this back up. Let's see, what else? This is the EGT I haven't done because I'm missing the part. So I don't know how you guys do it or the right way to do it, but this is how I did it. So the Rotax book says to put EGT at 2.94 inches. JPI says anywhere between 2 and 4. So I looked and I measured down. It's actually, if you look at the mark here, this mark is 3 inches, this one's 4, that's 2.5. So it's just heavy 2.5. So what I did is I just took this wire, laid it up here, said, that's where it's gonna go. This is my handy measuring tool. I'm sure there's a more elegant way to do it, but that got it done. And I'm happy with it. So I mentioned the oil pressure, since I moved that. So here, this conglomeration is my fuel return. You'll notice this extra wide sleeve here. Well, inside here is a check valve. I also have a check valve back there because I want fuel on return always going that way. Why do I have 2 check valves? It seems kind of stupid. Well, it is. This is basically a temporary holding spot because I'm eventually going to put my second fuel transducer right here. Because it's a Rotax and it has the fuel return, I need 2 fuel transducers. So one I'll put back here. It'll sense the pressure coming off the the electric fuel pump when it's using. So it'll sense the 2 pressure. This will sense the return pressure flow. God bless it. Fuel flow. So the JPI can correctly calculate fuel burn. So this is a temporary solution. So anyway, there's that. Still figuring out where exactly I'm going to put this. I don't know. I'm open to suggestion. That's what I've done, and that's all I'm going to do. I still need to, I said that before I leave, because I keep telling myself, I'm going to put the safety wire on here, because I keep forgetting, and I just don't want to forget that. So, and that's where I'm at. Once I do the safety wire, I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to go out here, see, Otis, he's so ready to go. He wants to go home. So that's what I got. Hope you guys fly safe, stay cool. Talk to you next time.